An article has just come out on the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation's website. The title of the article is Neighbor Hands Royal Canadian Mounted Police Days of Footage Leading Up to the Disappearance of Nova Scotia Children. And of course, the article is about siblings Lily and Jack Sullivan, who've been missing since May 2nd. The woman's name is Melissa Scott, and the article says that she lives on a 16-hectare property in Glengarry Station, which is roughly 5 kilometers east of Lily and Jack Sullivan's home. 5 kilometers is roughly 3 miles. Melissa Scott says that she has turned over trail camera footage at the request of police, and the footage spans 5 days before the children were reported missing. 44-year-old Melissa Scott said that she was visited on May 20th by 2 officers from the RCMP's Major Crime Unit, and these people inquired if she had any trail cameras set up on her property. Scott told the police that she has 7 trail cameras in total on her property. One of them points down her driveway, another is positioned near the house, and the rest are scattered throughout the woods, and it takes about an hour to walk between all these cameras. Scott said to the investigators that she was very happy to see them and glad that they were canvassing a little farther and looking at trail cam footage. She said they responded to her by saying that they probably should have been around earlier. Scott was given a USB drive to load all the trail camera footage onto. She was initially asked to give them her footage from May 1st to May 3rd, but they later expanded the request to include April 27th through May 3rd. She said she handed over the footage on Thursday afternoon. Her property is roughly an 8-kilometer drive from Lansdowne Station down dirt roads, but apparently it's also connected to it by train tracks and clearings for utility lines. So an 8-kilometer drive from Lansdowne Station to her property would be 5 miles. And apparently Scott posted in a private community Facebook group asking her neighbors if they too had been visited by the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and she said that 2 other people responded that they had also been approached for footage. Now, according to this article, CBC News spoke to another neighbor who did not want to be named, but who confirmed that they too were asked by investigators for trail camera or security footage. The police were also interested in what her family's vehicles were. I guess they wanted the make, the model, the color, in order to rule out local traffic on the footage. So it sounds like they're looking for potentially foreign cars to the area. Or should I say, cars that are foreign to the area. Now, apparently, Melissa Scott checked her footage on May 5th when she saw helicopters buzzing overhead, searching for Lily and Jack. She said she didn't notice anything out of the ordinary, but she said, maybe the police will notice something that I did not see. She also said that she normally lets her children, and she has a 10-year-old daughter and a 9-year-old son. She said she normally lets them have free rein in the woods, but right now she's keeping them closer to home. It's scary, she said, especially not knowing what happened. We really don't know much concrete evidence, and there's so many possibilities, and that's the scary part, end quote. Yesterday, a retired dog handler from the area weighed in on the situation. His name is Glenn Brown, and he worked as an operational dog handler in the RCMP in several provinces for 26 years. And he said that the fact that the Sullivan children haven't been found is, quote, just really strange. I find it hard to believe that a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old would just disappear like that. I can guarantee you, if I was still working today, it would be the thing to be racing around your mind all the time. Where would they have gone? We have done everything, end quote. And a search mission coordinator with the Virginia Department of Emergency Management in the United States said that it's rare to never find the subject of a search. It only happens in about 5% of cases. His name is Robert Koster. Personally, I find it disturbing that the stepfather was saying that he wouldn't mind having cadaver dogs out there. Why is he so quick to want to bring cadaver dogs in? That's just disturbing at this point. To me, it shows that he has no real feelings or connection to Lily and Jack. But of course, it's also disturbing that their mother, Malia Brooks Murray, is nowhere to be seen. She's not on the television pleading for their safe return. It doesn't sound like she's out there in the woods searching. So what is really going on?